An aircraft carrier is not a mere huge warship ready to engage in battle. The aircraft carrier is a symbol of power and grandeur for the world's navies. This is because there are always fights over territory all over the world. These modern battleships have been one of the most important pieces of war equipment for every country. Since they were first made, these ships have made a huge difference in how different countries protect themselves. These huge aircraft carriers are called floating air bases because they have a full-length flight deck that can carry, arm, launch, and retrieve planes. Acting as the capital ship of a naval force on a shoreline, these warships may carry multiple aircraft, including fighters, strike planes, and helicopters packed with efficient weapons systems, etc. In today's video, we'll talk about the top 10 aircraft carriers. Number 10. Chakri Naruebet, Thailand. The magnificent HTMS Chakri Naruebet is the largest battleship in the history of the Royal Thai Navy. The Chakri Naru is a Spanish-built light aircraft carrier. About 30 airplanes and helicopters make up its air wing. Aircraft such as the AV-8S Matador, used for ground attacks, and helicopters such as the S-70B Seahawk, Sea King, and CH-47 Chinook, used for anti-submarine warfare, utility, and transport, are examples. The Chakri Naruebet, however, had no weapons suitable for defense. Primary anti-aircraft armament such as an 8-cell VLS launcher for Sea Sparrow missiles and 4 Vulcan Phalanx CIWS mountings have not been installed. Mistral short-range infrared homing missiles are the only defense for this ship. Number 9. Cavour, Italy. The Italian Navy's new flagship is the Cavour light aircraft carrier, which was supposed to be named the Andrea Doria. The Eurosam SAAM/IT missile system, which shoots Aster 15 missiles, is supported by 2 silver 8-cell vertical launch systems on the aircraft carrier. Data uplink and active radar terminal homing contribute to the missile's inertial guidance system. The missile incorporates a PIFPAF direct thrust control system with gas jets for improved maneuverability in the terminal phase. There are amphibious assault capabilities on board this light aircraft carrier. The aircraft hangar is big enough for major battle tanks and amphibious assault vehicles to fit inside. Number 8. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Sao Paulo is a Clemenceau-class aircraft carrier. The Sao Paulo can carry 40 different planes, helicopters, or ships. But for the time being, this aircraft carrier is used primarily for pilot training. To put it bluntly, its offensive potential is weak. The aircraft carrier's air force is lacking. The A-4KU Skyhawk is the primary interceptor and attack aircraft for the armed forces. These planes are armed with freefall bombs and AIM-9 Sidewinder air-to-air missiles. When it comes to attacking ships and the ground, these old planes can't compete with the most advanced air superiority fighters and ground attack planes of today. Number 7. Vikramaditya, India. The light aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya was once a Kiev-class aviation cruiser that had been extensively remodeled. There are more than 30 fixed-wing aircraft and helicopters that can be used from the INS Vikramaditya. These include MiG-29KU and MiG-29KUB carrier-based multi-role fighters, Sea Harrier Stavl ground assault aircraft, Haldruv utility helicopters, and Ka-31 airborne early warning helicopters. There can be a maximum of 30 planes and 6 helicopters. Some of the offensive heavy guns of Admiral Gorshkov's boat aboard the INS Vikramaditya were lost. It has only short-range air defense weapons at the moment. Number 6. Charles de Gaulle, France. It's an advanced nuclear-powered battleship from the last few decades. It's the only aircraft carrier in the world powered by nuclear reactors, and it wasn't made in the USA. More than 40 helicopters and aeroplanes may be carried at the Charles de Gaulle. It has the ability to use over 30 Rafale multi-role fighters that have been modified for use in the water. Additionally, we have SA-365F Dolphin or AS-322 Cougar helicopters and E-2C Hawkeye airborne early warning planes. There was supposed to be a second ship of this class, but it was never ordered owing to financial constraints. Number 5. Queen Elizabeth Class, United Kingdom. When compared to the Invincible class of light aircraft carriers that came before the Queen Elizabeth class, the latter will be vastly outclassed. Over 40 helicopters and aeroplanes can be stored in here. The stealthy F-35B multi-role fighters with STOVL capability will be carried by the Queen Elizabeth-class ships despite their lighter weight. These fighters will protect against aerial threats, attack targets on the ground, and conduct reconnaissance missions. Other helicopters include the CH-47 Chinook, Merlin, and AW-159, formerly Lynx Wildcat, for anti-submarine and utility purposes. Only Phalanx close-in weapon systems and 30mm naval guns are available for defense against aerial and naval assaults. Are you enjoying this video? If so, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Number 4. Shandong, China. The Chinese aircraft carrier Shandong made its first appearance on April 26, 2017, as part of the People's Liberation Army Navy Plan of the People's Republic of China. It was the Kuznetsov class's second ship, the Variag. The Shandong can transport up to 44 helicopters and planes due to its large hold. It uses Chinese J-15 fighters, Russian Ka-31 helicopters, and Chinese Z-8 naval helicopters for air superiority. Against close-range attacks is the only mission of this Chinese carrier. There will be a dramatic change in the regional balance of naval power as a result of this. Number 3. Kuznetsov, Russia. In 1991, the Admiral Kuznetsov was put into service with the Russian Navy. It is not as large as American supercarriers, but it has equally powerful offensive weapons. Instead of a nuclear reactor, this ship uses oil-fired boilers for propulsion. Admiral Kuznetsov has a lot of accidents and plane crashes while he is in the Russian Navy. Russia has a lot of trouble keeping its lone aircraft carrier in working order. Russia currently has no plans to build a replacement vessel for this type of carrier. Number 2. Improved Nimitz class, USA. For a total of 10 supercarriers, 3 Nimitz-class ships and 7 improved Nimitz-class ships were built. About 80 planes and helicopters may be carried by these nuclear-powered carriers. These aircraft carriers have a wide range of planes, such as FA-18EF Super Hornet multi-role fighters, FA-18C Hornet ground attack planes, EA-6B Prowler electronic warfare planes, E-2C Hawkeye early warning planes, C-2 Greyhound transport planes, and many helicopters for utility, transport, and anti-submarine warfare operations. Typically, supercarriers have a fleet of more than 60 planes and helicopters. However, 130 FA-18 Hornets can be sent in an emergency. Number 1. Ford-class, USA. The Ford-class warships are the largest and deadliest in history. There will be a total of 85 aircraft, helicopters, and UAVs in each ship's air wing. Multi-role fighters like the F-35BC and the FA-18EF Super Hornet, electronic warfare aircraft like the EA-18G Growler and the E-2D Advanced Hawkeye, and naval helicopters like the MH-60R and the MH-60S will also be on hand. It's bigger and stronger than the whole air force of several countries. By keeping this fleet of aircraft carriers in service well into the 21st century, the United States will keep being the most powerful naval power in the world. That is all for today. Top Tube will be back next week, so if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.